Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Yes, Blu-ray hunting today on a Saturday morning. I've come to the cinema as well today. We're going to see Ballerina in a little while. Of course, the new John Wick universe movie. Ana de Armas and as well Keanu Reeves. I was going to say John Wick because that's how Keanu Reeves is known, isn't it? Yeah, really busy video today. We're going to be going to Cardiff in this video on Monday to see all the new releases, which we've got the iPad now, so we're going to go through what those new releases are. And yeah, I kind of had a bit of a question to ask you guys in terms of, I'm going to HMV on Monday, but what do I do today? I put a poll out on the channel and 50 people voted, so thank you so much for that. But we have got some responses, and I did say one of them, do a challenge, put your comments down below, and the challenge thing won by 47%. So it just won, of course. You know, charity shops for 43. So I just thought to myself, let's look at the comments and we'll go through them. So the first one was, Oliver Adams says, try and buy a foreign film, which that's a pretty good challenge. I mean, that's probably CEX related because, yeah. Then we have a challenge idea from Red Romantics. Challenge idea is complete a single actor's filmography on Blu-ray. I mean, yes, but in terms of like one video, it's gonna be quite difficult to do, but that's a pretty good challenge video in general. But yeah, then we have car boots from Stu Orme. Check out those. Funny enough, I am going to go to a car boot tomorrow. My other half Sunday is off, she's off work tomorrow, so I will be going to a car boot, so I'll insert some footage, of course, in the sequence of events in terms of Sunday. Then we have from Hey Franklin, challenge idea, a movie from every decade or out of the hat challenge, so similar to what we used to do on the channel, and you know, get something like that. Also, it'd be cool if you could track down and watch some films from the early 90s stroke early 2000s slashers like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Urban Legend and Scream, etc. And by the way, love the content, keep it up. I look forward to each video dropping. Thank you so much, Hey Franklin. Again, quite a lot to do in one Blu-ray hunting video. Then we have Pork Zero, try visiting a car boot sale, and then Cryptic Sound again saying car boot sale. And have to pick a movie, so I have to buy a movie. That's pretty good. And so I think there's enough people there saying, of course, boot sale, 3 people. We will go to a boot sale definitely tomorrow. There's one open. The one by me is actually closed, which is surprising. I think the ground was too wet, they put on Facebook. So we're going to go to one that we've never been to before, down Sully, but apparently it's one of the biggest boot sales in South Wales. So looking forward to it. My other half, I've kind of converted her in terms of a boot sale is a good thing to do in terms of walking around and having a look and browsing, and you can get some real good bargains and all of that. So we're going to be going to a boot sale, so that is good there. But I'll just whip it up in terms of the poll. Like 43% of you wanted me to go to a charity shop, and so we will go to a charity shop today. We're going to the big cancer research that is down in Spitty, right by the cinema. I can walk over to there, walk to Home Bargains and get some snacks for the cinema, and then of course go into Cineworld. Right then, there is what the plan of the video is and the whole poll thing there. Now we're going to get into, of course, the new releases this week. What is out on Monday, the 9th of June? What have we got this week? What are we going to be checking out in HMV, of course? Well, one of the big releases this week is a 4K release of Kingdom of Heaven. From 2005, 20 years ago, this film came out, starring Orlando Bloom, and it is coming out, of course, in a lovely 4K, with a lovely 4K slipcover, in my opinion. We also do get a 4K Steelbook, which sold out very fast, and I think it was a Steelbook that only came out in America. I think in America, the Steelbook was the only way to get the film. They never had an Amaray release, so the Steelbook price is quite expensive, and it sold out pretty quick. So maybe some American people have found a way to order it, of course, you know, in the UK maybe, and then import it potentially. But anyways, yeah, they're sold out on Zavi, HMV and stuff, and I know Zavi did do deliveries like a while ago. There is no Blu-ray re-release of Kingdom of Heaven. It's just the 4Ks this week. Maybe there's already a Blu-ray out there, of course, of the film. Arrow, then, they have a 4K release coming out this week. The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. That is coming out on a 4K Arrow release alongside a Blu-ray Arrow release. So nice to have 2 little Arrow ones coming out there. We also get a Hammer release. This is the Quartermass Experiment. Looks like a box set of some sort, but pretty unique and different there. Another one on Arrow that I can see here is Swordfish 4K. Pretty interesting there. No Blu-ray release of that, just the 4K from what I can see here. We have 2 Curzon releases as well. Dogville from 2003, as well as The Idiots from 1998. And then a final Curzon one that I'm seeing is Dancer in the Dark, and that is from the year 2000. So 3 Curzon film releases this week on Blu-ray. Criterion, then we have a 4K of The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. Very Barbie looking cover this is, you know, with the pink and blue. I like it a lot, to be honest. That's really nice. But that's a 4K from 1964. We have a BBC TV show getting released, the complete collection of The League of Gentlemen. That runs from 1999 to 2017. That is coming out on a Blu-ray. More TV then, we have season 3 of Gangs of London. Anyone Can Fall. This is season 3, but I think this is a Sky TV show. And I think it's really popular. I think I know quite a few people that have watched this and seen this. But yeah, that's season 3 coming out of that on Blu-ray. We get a 4K Steelbook, which is a couple of weeks after the original 4K release of Baby Girl, the movie starring Nicole Kidman. The Steelbook is basically her looking into the wall. Pretty unique Steelbook, but one of those weird ones where people who really like the film would have bought the film ages ago. So this Steelbook's probably going to be on the shelf in HMV for months and months, in my opinion, because it's not like a film that people collect, you know, I guess all the time, like a Marvel or anything like that. Dazzler Media as well, we get The Seed of the Sacred Fig. That is coming out on Dazzler on Blu-ray. And then we also get a Steelbook release of Dexter Original Sin. I've never seen an episode of Dexter. I think there's so much Dexter stuff going on. You get Resurrection, all of that. I'm not even sure if they're in one continuous series or are they like a spin-off. I don't know. They don't really make sense to me. Let me know down below. Are they like all in one? Can you kind of watch them all in one go? So that Steelbook is coming out, of course, and we also have a standard Blu-ray of Original Sin with a pretty unique looking artwork. I like that artwork. It's kind of like a floating heads kind of thing with all the cast, but not pretty unique. Season 2 then of Lioness is coming out from 2024. That is a show starring Zoe, what's her name? Zaldana, yeah, she's in that. Series 2 of that. 4K then release a cult classic from Studio Canal. This is Soldier Blue in 4K from 1970. Really nice artwork there, very retro. We get Dawn of the Mummy from 1981. I think this is one of the earlier Mummy films. Last week we had a John Wayne release, and we get another one this week. This is The Horse Soldiers from 1959. So that's coming out on a standard Blu-ray. And then we get a Dazzler Media, again another one, Polaris, Warrior of the Ice Desert. Looks a bit like a polar bear kind of thing, a bit of a maybe documentary, or not sure, but Polaris from 2022 is coming out as well. We get some of the, you know, questionable stuff in terms of erotic. Tokyo Fetish is coming out. That is from 2017. And then Naughty Harajuku Girls. I mean, yeah, wow. Yeah, they're coming out. Finishing off on some anime, of course, Vlad Love is coming out. That is from 2021. Then we get a relief of A Destructive God Sits Next to Me. Pretty cool artwork on that one. That's from 2020. Date A Live V is coming out from 2024. God's Game We Play. That is also coming out there. That was from 2024. And then finally, X-Arm, the complete series from 2021 is coming out today as well. So not too bad in terms of all those releases there. That is quite good. Quite a quiet week. Big mainstream stuff, a lot of individual stuff, but yeah, not a bad week. And I was saying this last week, June, to me, June is not really a month of new big releases. It's more a month of, you know, older stuff getting released. You know, Kingdom of Heaven, Nice Guys next week. We get The Good, the Bad, the Ugly coming out now, end of the month. So it's a lot of like re-releases in 4K this month rather than like new stuff coming out, you know. Yeah. So yes, that is all of the new releases that we'll be checking out on Monday. And also today in this video, I did do a giveaway last week for In the Lost Lands. This is the Blu-ray copy here, which I will be giving away, and we will be running that giveaway. That actually ends on Sunday. Of course, today is Saturday, so we'll be running that towards the end of the video when I actually am in HMV on the Monday. Right, so yes, time to actually then get over to the first place. We're going to go to the charity shop, take a look over there in Cancer Research, the big one, and then head over to Home Bargains, get some snacks, and go and see Ballerina. And then, of course, then, as the video goes, boot sale, and then, of course, then finishing off HMV Cardiff. and then back home to look at the pickup. So one of those ones I'm spreading over the week. I'm in the office on Monday, so I took the opportunity to be able to film not in the office middle of the week this week because I'm away on a course. So I decided to go into the office on Monday and of course then be able to slot this footage into the video for you. Right, let's get into the charity shop then, into Cancer Research UK. Cancer Research then, mega store here in Newport Spitty, not far from the cinema, as you can see here, the Newport store. I'm here a couple of weeks, but let's take a look inside this massive unit that they have here. 5 media for £1 here, mainly DVDs I'm seeing here, although 2 Blu-rays are tucked away here. Star Trek Into Darkness is there, of course the JJ universe of Star Trek stuff. And then next to that then we've got a Transformers movie, Dark of the Moon, again. All in those 5 for £1. DVD wise, they have a fair few here. Chocolate, which we picked up last time, I think it was last week. Master and Commander, that is a DVD, but that's coming out on 4K, I believe, very, very soon. We've got some What Happens in Vegas. I remember this film back in the day. Cameron Diaz, as well as, what's his face? I can't remember his name now. Yeah, Made in Manhattan there, Jennifer Lopez, Ralph Fiennes, really good film that is. Had that back in the day. Really, really good. We've got then some Moulin Rouge there, some The Trail Beyond, that's a sealed copy from John Wayne on DVD. Deep in My Heart, Charlie St. Cloud, The Lucky One, plenty of Friends there, as always in charity shops. We see Friends all the time on DVD. We've got then some more Master Commander there, some The Queen, some Mr. Popper's Penguins, another Master Commander there, and then 007 Die Another Day, as well as Gone with the Wind, and the Magnificent 7. Magnificent? I can't even say that word. Valentine's Day then, a few more things there. Napoleon Dynamite, Crazy Stupid Love, Bounty Hunter, Triple X, Robin Hood, King's Speech, and Lady in the Van. Over on the wall then, they've got some X-Men, so this is X-Men Last Stand. X2 is there as well as The Queen, of course, starring Helen Mirren. Bend Like Beckham is there, Triple X, as well as then The Lucky One, of course, starring Zac Efron. Up on the top then, I've got some She there from Benedict Del Toro, some Final Destination rather, and then Dodgeball. Who remembers this? What a good film. Up the top though, we've got some 50 Shades of Freed. That is there on a 2 for 20. Imagine that, 20 quid. So I run into somebody in the charity shop that I recognise from TikTok, and it's somebody that's actually trying to buy all of their DVDs. You know, again, like, you know, they realised that they want physical media again. And she's doing videos on TikTok about her collection, charity shop hunting, all of that. And I recognised in her videos that she would go to that charity shop. And I run into her. Her name's Em. I didn't really know her name, I got to be honest. But yeah, nice to see her and just to confront her and say, like, I really like your videos. Told her, like, obviously she doesn't know who I am, but, you know, that I do videos on YouTube and all of that. And we had a chat about, like, you know, like when you get the disc and you put it into your player, you're much more connected to the media than watching something on Netflix and all of that. And yeah, so really, really cool. So there's Em. I will put like a QR code on the screen there. Go and check her stuff out. Like, really good TikTok. She's kind of doing this journey thing, and yeah, she lives quite local to me. She did say about Blu-rays that there was some Blu-rays in a shop that she did recently in Clevedon. So potentially I might ask her and get in touch with her and see, does she know what store it was, and maybe we'll go over there. But pretty cool to run into somebody. Obviously I've had a few people run into me recently and actually say hey as viewers and stuff like that, and yeah, so it was pretty cool to actually be able to say hello to Em and recognize her, of course, because it made my day when people recognize me. So I'm hopefully I made her day as well, which is pretty cool. So yes, there we go then. I'm gonna head now into the cinema. We're gonna go and see Ballerina, of course, John Wick and Ana de Armas and all of that. So yes, let's get into the cinema and go and see the film. Also, chances of the cinema is going to be really packed today. Look at the weather, and also look at the car park. It is pretty busy. Let's get out in this rain though. Only one showing in super screen today, so we have to go normal, which is against the grain, but I can't go this evening, so here we go. I think they've got Lilo and Stitch still in there, either that or Mission Impossible, but I guess if it's Mission Impossible it makes sense, but if it's Lilo and Stitch, what are they playing at? Here we go, screen 5. Here we go. The advert's on.
My name is Gabriel. I'm here to save you.
Much brighter now than it was earlier on, anyways. Right, back into the car then now after watching Ballerina, Ana de Armas, John Wick, all of those. Yeah, pretty good. My review is on the channel. Probably aim to get the short out before. So yeah, go and watch the short. Doing short reviews recently has been really good as well. I had like 2,000 views on the Salt Bath and 2,000 views on the Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, just shorts seem to be going a bit further. So yeah, and I've actually gained quite a bit of subscribers from it as well. I'm actually enjoying doing it that way, and also I can post my reviews on other platforms like TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, doing the shorts is actually you know, paid off, because obviously I used to do full-blown reviews and only like 50-60 people would watch, but here we are now doing reviews on shorts and I get like 2,000, which, you know, makes it feel a bit more worthwhile, but also it's a lot easier to film as well, because you have to be within that 3-minute mark, so short, snappy, and to the point. Right, yes, so back in the car, and I did grab one of these posters as well on the way out. They got these 4DX posters there of Ana de Armas. Glad I didn't look at it before because of all the fire. Like, I didn't know about the fire, but yeah, the fire in the thing was pretty good. Although the poster for me is quite weak, isn't it? It's just her standing there with a flamethrower, but I think it's quite weak. Anyway, it's a pretty nice poster to have for free, obviously, as a little memento. I do want to buy, you can get like A3, like Polly Pocket booklet things, so I can put all the posters in, so it keeps them in like nice and stuff like that. I do need to buy one of those because I've got quite a few now that I've just rolled up and I don't want them to get damaged, so yeah. Right, after the film then, we have got some bits to get into. I did grab some bits from the house today to show you. The first one being just a shout out that by the end of this video on Monday, because today I'm filming this is Sunday, but I will be going to HMV, as I said earlier, and going to pick up some of the new releases. But I will be announcing the winner of the giveaway for In the Lost Lands. I did a video in the week doing this giveaway. I think there's over like 250 people that have entered, or 250 entries. Yeah, there's 3 entries if you do certain things, so that's pretty good. Nice to give that away. So yeah, we will be doing that, of course, on Monday, because the giveaway will end on Sunday, so I'll do the reveal then. But for you guys, it'll be in a couple of minutes. But I also did get gifted and sent another item this week, and I thought I'd include it on the Blu-ray hunt this week. And then it's a TV show. We'll unbox it now on the video, and then next week I will give you an update on some of it, because I'm going to watch some of the episodes that is in the show. Probably not all of it, but now that I finished Last of Us, I've got a bit more of a free time in the week to watch a show. So the show is The Sweeney. There it is. This came out last week, if you guys remember. I actually did talk about it on the channel, but this is series 1 of The Sweeney, the 50th anniversary edition. Don't know anything about this. Came out apparently from 1974 to 1975. So yeah, it's been out a while. 50 years, as I say, being, yeah, 25 years ago. Yeah, 25, 2000, 25, 50. Yeah, makes sense. I just had to work out 50 years. But yeah, The Sweeney looks to me a bit like a cop show. Yep, so really nice artwork on there, and then there's the title there, and then this is it's got 5 discs inside, newly restored original 1 by 33 by 1 version. So yeah, let's get into this. We need something to open this with though, so let's use my car key to peel back some of this. Just put them there so I know where they are. Yeah, as I say, totally gifted and given to me by the company. They want to know my thoughts on the copy, and I thought I'd obviously show you guys then, share my thoughts with it. Total blind watch this will be. Don't know anything about it, and as I say, I think and I assume it's to do with like cop stuff. But we'll get into this in a sec. So as I say, this is the box with the wrapper off. Really nice. There is the spine. You got the Sweeney series 1 there, and then the back we have then some information. As you can see, some nice stuff, tons of special features. You can pause this and take a look if you're interested, and then more stuff down the bottom with tech specs and all of that. Of course, just a Blu-ray, no 4K version, just a Blu-ray. So opening up then, this is a digipack. We've got this little box here. Oh my god, that smells amazing. Oh my god, like it's like, wow, smelly plastic, but lovely. Weird. The artwork though is inside. Then we've got the Sweeney there. This opens out, and as you can see then, we've got like a more, like this is more the, I guess, pictures. This one's more like a drawing by the looks of it, whereas these ones are actually like shots from the actual show. Same here, so you can see all of the different, you know, screenshots on that side, and then on this side this opens out like so. So the entire thing opens out like that. Right, nice, a real nice digipack. So that is that. We'll look at the discs in a second, but inside then we do have a I can get into it, this little booklet. So this is the Sweeney series 1. Some words there from Dennis Waterman and The Sweeney by Dennis Waterman. Again, a bit more creating and casting the Sweeney there, and then there's a bit there about the Blu-ray contents as well. alongside then finally more contents there and a bit on the back. Really nice little booklet. I wouldn't say it's like the best made quality in terms of like, you know, like it hasn't got like a binding thing, it's just a staple, but it's a nice little, more than a leaflet, not quite a booklet kind of vibes, you know. But nice printing, nice good quality on there as well. Really nice for there. So as I say, that little booklet basically was just in the inside of the beginning. So it was just in there as I opened it up. Oh, wrong way. As I opened it up, it was just in there. Right, disc wise there, nothing much to really show with the discs because there's 5 discs, but they were all the same. So they're all this. They're all that, as you can see, all the same. So there's one, and I'm sure they've all just got different numbers on them. Disc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, pretty cool. Not gonna, I mean, as I say, not gonna lie, this is gonna be a total blind watch. Nice to have this little digipack. 5 discs of the Sweeney, and part of me is like, do I read about it or do I not? I think it's a cop type of thing, but I will have a little read because, yeah. So, get your trousers on or you're nicked. I'm guessing that's a famous quote. 50 years ago, the Sweeney bust open the door and exploded onto TV screens, forever changing the face of TV police drama. There you go. Detective Inspector Jack Regan, played by John Thor, and Detective Sergeant George Carter, played by Dennis Waterman, of the Flying Squad, had one rule when it came to taking down London criminals: forget the rules. Okay, I'm not reading anymore. So, yeah, that sounds pretty good. Runtime is 660 minutes, and then bonus runtime is 668 minutes. So basically half the content is the show and the other half is the special features. So pretty cool. If you are interested in picking up your copy of this, there's a link down below where you can go down and buy it. And of course, thanks for sending this over to me, and I will give this a review next week. I'll watch a couple of episodes, probably maybe 3 or 4 episodes I can get to by then. I like to watch one episode on my lunch. I have an hour for lunch and I like to completely switch off. So if I'm not filming, because that's what I normally do, then I like to sit down and watch a show, and that's what I've done with The Last of Us. So this week I will do the Sweeney, and you know, if I haven't watched the entire series, I'll of course come back to you with, you know, my thoughts on the initial episodes anyways. So there it is, the Sweeney there. Thank you so much for that. Let's put this back into this little envelope so that it's all protected while we're in the car. Yes, there we go. Thank you so much. Right, so as I say, now it is Saturday today for me, and tomorrow I am going on a boot sale, potentially, so I might be inserting some clips here of the boot sale after this. But if not, of course, we will be going to Cardiff on Monday to check out some of those new releases that we looked at earlier on in the video. So let's see what's out this week in HMV. Boot sale then, here we go. This is the boot sale down in Surrey. Plenty going on, although not as big as I thought it would be. I have seen some Blu-rays though, so we've got Looper here with a what do you call it, a lenticular display there thing. We've got some digital copies, not digital copies, foreign copies rather. As you can see there, Terminator as well as Devil Wears Prada, and then some Dread as well. That's a Blu-ray 3D version. We've got some Expendables 2 up the top, as well as the bucket list. But some of those, as I say, were like maybe German releases or French releases and stuff like that. Snow White and the Huntsman there. Over on this one, there's plenty on this one. Again, just all of what you see all the time in boot sales, just really common titles, you know, just things I've seen all the time. Not things I have, but things that if I want, they're very easy to get, you know. So I'm kind of looking when I'm in a boot sale for something that is pretty unique, pretty cheap, and pretty out there, you know, in terms of able to get. But as you can see, they're all very unique. You know, got some Marvel stuff there, Divergent, Kong, Skull Island, Bad Neighbours, Everest, The Equalizer 1, X-Men. As I say, all very generic titles and stuff that's very easy to get in general. There was this box then as well on another stall, as you can see, some Terminator in there, some Brooklyn's Finest, Bugs Life, Central Intelligence, How to Train a Dragon 2. Again, all very unique, not unique rather. HMV then, let's go over here, and straight away they've gone Oasis mad. Obviously Oasis is coming into town in about a couple of weeks time, and Oasis is front and center. Movies now moved to the side here, as you can see. This week, big new release though, Kingdom of Heaven, of course, Orlando Bloom, the Ridley Scott movie, $22.99, now on 4K. It comes with 3 discs, Blu-ray, 4K, and a bonus. We get Danny Dyer's Marching Powder. This was last week's release, $14.99, of course, for that Blu-ray, if you're interested. Screenboat, this film there, Screenboat, is a DVD copy. It is on Blu-ray as well, but this is actually the Mickey Mouse thing, as you can see. I didn't realise. I knew it was something, but not Mickey Mouse was the last one I thought of. The Foreigner there, Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan, $12.99. This is a re-release. I think it was out on Blu-ray a couple of years ago maybe, or never came to Blu-ray, one of them. They got Dead Reckoning then, of course, Mission Impossible now $11.99 with any purchase, of course, because the final Reckoning is in cinemas as we speak, I suppose. $4.99 for the Blu-ray, and then $3.99 for the DVD if you want to get it. 3 for $50 though has been added now with a new release. This is Gladiator 2, of course. I picked this up a couple of months ago on day one, so it's a bit annoying, but 3 for $50, it is a promise that they have made that they will be getting new releases added in. Speaking of newish releases, Steelbooks, they have a massive sale on. I did do a post and put it on Facebook. As you can see, Joker Bullier Ado is down to $12.99 now, just for the Steelbook alone, which is mental. I paid full price for that. We get Signs then. This is M. Night Shyamalan's movie. Again, that is down to $15.99, which is a good deal. We also get Willow, which is down to $15.99, which, yeah, really nice steelbook, to be honest, and pretty unique, but exclusive to HMV. They are reducing all of these steelbooks. 6 cents, another one exclusive, $15.99. They've just reduced this down. They must have ordered way too many of these than the demand that they thought they would get. Yes, $15.99 for the 6th tenth. These were previously on a 3 for $50. I was just checking for spinal slashes there, because I think a few of them have spine slashes. But yeah, these were previously on 3 for $50. This was $39.99 recently, but they've now reduced season 2 steelbook to $29.99. As you can see, this is a steelbook in that box. Really nice releases these are. Nice to see this has come down, but it was $39.99 pretty recently. Avatar, $15.99 now. This is the first Avatar movie on 4K, of course. These steelbooks have been around a little bit longer than the others, of course. The first Avatar movie does have a Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, and then of course they have the second Avatar here as well for $15.99, but it is worth noting that the second movie in the Avatar doesn't have the Dolby Vision. It only has the Dolby Atmos. Dolby Vision's only in the collector's editions, but both of those, if you're into the $15.99 for each of those. Black Adam, $8.99 there for the steelbook. I paid full price for this one, so it's a bit annoying, but nice for the people who didn't. And then Shazam, Fury of the Gods, again paid full price for this one, $8.99. Crazy prices there on some DC steelbooks, but again, these have been around for ages, so not really a shock. There's a nice panning shot of all of them that you can get, but you can easily spend probably £100 and get a fair ton of steelbooks there. Really, really good if you're into that kind of thing. Then we've got the new releases, of course, up on the collector's chart here. We've got the Curzon films here. This is Dancer in the Dark. It does have a Braille there. These are Lars von Trier movies. I'm assuming all 3 of them are from Curzon this week. They did this previously with the Bong Joon-ho movies, but as you can see there is the Braille. Idiots is this one then. That is there. Again, nice slipcover with this one. $17.99 all of these Curzon releases are. And then the final one then that we've got on Curzon is Dogville. This actually stars Nicole Kidman, I see on the back. $17.99 again. Paul Bettany in this one, as well as Stellan Skarsgård. Not heard of that. It's Dogville. Probably quite a mainstream then. We've got John Wayne film down here. This is The Horse Soldiers. Just $15.99. I was going to say $12.99 there, but $15.99 for The Horse Soldiers there. We got Soldier Blue with that nice artwork from Cult Classics and Studio Canal. $22.99 for this new release. Really nice slipcover on this one. We then have a new Criterion this week. This is The Umbrellas, Cherbourg, or of Cherbourg rather. Really Barbie-ified cover in my opinion. That is $29.99. I covered up the thing there, but that is there. And then a panning shot then of the things that have previously come out the last couple of weeks that maybe I've missed. Over on the new stuff there, you can see Kingdom of Heaven, but of course they've got The Throne of Blood, the Akira Kurosawa movie, $22.99 there for 4K. Really good price on that one there. And of course with the slipcover from BFI. Swords and Sorcery then, they've got some really good deals. War of Rohirrim now is down to $6.99 on that Blu-ray, which is a mental price. 4K then now is down to $19.99, which is nice to see, of course, with that slipcover as well. Always a good benefit having that slip, isn't it? 3 for $50 then, they've done a bit of a redesign here in Cardiff. So you've got, 3 for $50 there with sci-fi, we've got horror. So they're basically separating all out here with categories. Family films there, got all your Disney stuff, your animated stuff all next to each other. Superheroes again, just giving it a bit more of organisation, which I quite like. And then they've got this other section then, I guess, there. Baby Girl then, new release of course this week, which is that exclusive steelbook, but unfortunately not in stock. I didn't see it here in Cardiff today. One that I just thought we would, to be honest. Arrow then, Swordfish here. This is the 4K release, of course, of Swordfish. It comes with that slipcover, all covered up in that shrink wrap. Really, really nice. The Arrow really take care really with their releases, I think. And then we got the Talking Pelham 123. Of course, the other big release from Arrow this week, again, $24.99 and all wrapped up in that shrink wrap and comes with that slipcover. Next then we have then some TV stuff. We've got the Gangs of London season 3 rather. When did series become season also? I know season came from America, but yeah. This is that Gangs of London one, which is that, I think it's Sky, I think it's on. But as you can see, yeah, it's quite popular, and there it is, season 3 there. We've got the League of Gentlemen, the complete collection there. This is the BBC series. Welcome to Peyton Vasey or Vassey. $44.99 for this entire big box set there. Looks like it comes with a digipack and stuff inside, but that's a complete collection there on Blu-ray. We've got Dexter Original Sin. Unfortunately, the Steelbook isn't in stock today, but they do have the Amaray here. This is a different actor to Dexter. I don't really know how Dexter works. I said this earlier, but as I say, different actor in this one than the normal Dexter. So is this a spin-off? Maybe it is. I'm not sure. As I say, Dexter I'm not too sure about. Lioness, though, what I am sure about, this is series 2, and this is on Paramount Plus, starring Zoe Saldana, Morgan Freeman, as well as Nicole Kidman there. There's a Paramount Plus logo there at the bottom. $24.99 for that standard Blu-ray version. Of course, these are all on 4K on Paramount, so why didn't they release them on 4K? Let's head over to CEX then now. 4K section, of course, Blu-ray. They've moved all this around. Not sure if I filmed in here since then. 4K, though, first thing I'm seeing is Paddington, now down to £12. Paddington in Peru, with a slipcover, of course, a pretty new release, and down to just £12. I think that's a pretty good price. Then we've got The Last of Us Series 1, of course. This is the HMV exclusive box set that was released at the time. Really nice box set, and yeah, I think this was here a couple of weeks back as well. That's it for $25. Star Trek Beyond, though, is down to £6, of course, with that slipcover. We've got Star Wars The Last Jedi in that artwork, as well as then The Rise in that artwork, and then they have Last Jedi again in the other artworks. You get to choose which artwork that you want. Asteroid City then, this is the Wes Anderson movie there, £8. This was re-released recently, but of course there's a film, I suppose, in cinemas now, The Phoenician Scheme. I haven't been able to see it because there's no cinemas around me, but yeah. Paddington in Peru on Blu-ray, though, is £8, and then just £6 for the first 1 and 2 Paddington movies. It was £1 in the charity shop, somebody picked it up, so what a good deal they had. But £6, of course, for the first 2 films there on Blu-ray here in CEX. Spirited Away then, Studio Ghibli. Again, I see this all the time now. I never saw it for ages, and it's in every single CEX by me at £12 with that slipcover. Star Trek then, season 2. This is the Next Generation. Yellow artwork there, as you can see, £4 with a nice looking slipcover, as you can see. Really, really good artwork and really collectible, I suppose. Next to that, then they've got this greeny aqua color one. This is the Next Level or something. Looks maybe like a spin-off special, maybe. That is there for £2 on Blu-ray with really nice artwork. Immaculate, Sydney Sweeney film, £6. Fantastic film. This is, really enjoyed this horror in the cinemas. Still a little bit expensive for me. I want it to come down like £3-4, but yeah. Studio Ghibli, though, they have got this one there for £20. Really beaten up condition in terms of that slipcover. Number 10 in that Ghibli collection, but again, 20 quid, but a bit beaten up for me in comparison to all the other ones that I've seen out and about. Another one then, The Howl's Moving Castle, 15 quid. This is pretty mint, to be honest. Number 7 in the Ghibli. The back looks worse than the front, but the front looks okay, to be honest. There, not bad. The Open Range then now, this is a 101 release starring Kevin Costner, £12 for this. Seems a bit expensive because this is probably that price in HMV, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Jessica Jones, though, this is something you don't see that often. Season 1 of the Netflix show. As I say, this is a Marvel show, which I've never seen, but I know the actress. She was on Breaking Bad, weren't she? We've got then a premium. This is Dolores Claiborne. Now, this is just £6, but it's also a bit beaten up in terms of that outer box, but it's a premium and it's £6, pretty good deal. Batman Ninja then, this is, we've had a new release of this recently, but this is one from 2018. This is a slip box edition there, just £3.50, pretty good price if you're into that. And then Steelbooks and stuff inside CEX. They have quite a fair bit. Matrix there, they've got some Aquaman, some Thor, and some Captain America, so pretty good there. Right then, back home now from Cardiff. Work has been really busy. It is now the end of my working day, and an hour or so before I need to upload this video. So I need to get this done quickly, put this clip in, edit it, boom, 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 done. Because I managed to do everything else on the train, coming back, all of that. We're all good. We have got quite a few things to get into during this final bit of the video. We've got the giveaway to do for In the Lost Lands, of course. And we have then the pickups from this week. We're firstly going to do this giveaway. This is a Blu-ray giveaway, of course, for In the Lost Lands. Thank you so much for my copy of the 4K of In the Lost Lands. I'm going to be watching that this month and doing my thoughts come the end of the month now. But we do have, of course, that giveaway to do. So I'll just get my iPad here and we will get in and see all the people that actually entered. So in total, there was 231 entries into the giveaway. 48 users participated in total, which, like I say, if you entered, by subscribing, you get 3 entries. And also, if you follow me on Instagram, you got another 3 entries. So you could get 6 entries maximum. So 48 users have entered from 77 actions, whatever that means. But yeah, there it is. That was on my story on Instagram. So yeah, awesome stuff. Now we got to just draw that winner. So as I say, it's basically like a platform that I use because previously I was scammed by doing a giveaway, by doing the whole comment down below and then just messaging someone on Instagram. The person completely scammed me. So I just do it this way now, and it's also fair because it completely just generates it for me. Winner and picked. So if I press on here, draw the winner. Here we go, draw winner. There's one winner. Yep, draw. Here we go. 48 potential users that can win. And the winner, I will put on the screen there. The Instagram action was the winner for entry number 22, Gavin Wixie. You have won. I won't put it on the screen. I was going to do a screen recording, but basically your personal data is on there, so your email address is there. So Gavin Wixie, you have won the Blu-ray copy of In the Lost Lands. I'll contact you over on Instagram, as I can see you did follow me over there, and then yeah, we'll get this sent out to you. Great stuff. So congratulations, and hopefully you enjoy your copy there. Right, that is the giveaway done. Thanks so much everyone that entered, and of course we're on the road to 4,000 subscribers. When we get to 4,000 subscribers, I'm planning to do a big giveaway, so stay tuned. That is that done then. We have some things to go through, of course. In the video we did go through our pickup of the Sweeney Series 1. So we did fully unbox that, which is really cool. As I say, going to give my thoughts on that next week. That's really good. Cardiff today was pretty mad in terms of, finding some things and actually going a little bit viral in terms of in the Facebook groups. A lot of sales today, unfortunately. There's no 20% code, otherwise, because today HMV I would have learned a lot. Basically, there's a lot of STEELBOOks that were up for sale, weren't they, in the footage that I filmed, and of course in the thumbnail. So yeah, a lot of people came back on the Facebook group saying, I've ordered this thanks to the guy who did this, blah, 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 blah. I literally was walking past the store as the guy was opening, and I went in there. I was in there for like 5 minutes because I was on my way to a meeting. That was like 9:15. So I was literally in there as soon as the store opened, and I took a few photos and then uploaded them at like 9:01 on Facebook. So I was like really quick with it, and people jumped online, ordered them and all of that. Like I say, I would have earned a lot of money today, but yeah, no 20%, which is annoying. Anyhow, hopefully you guys got one. If you did, let me know down below. Did you buy a STEELBOOK and stuff? Let me know from that. Right, new pickups then. I've got 2 pickups today. I bought 2 things in HMV. Nothing in CEX in Cardiff. Hasn't been that good for the last couple of weeks, but we are getting into this week's new release, The Kingdom of Heaven, not The Kingdom, Kingdom of Heaven. Orlando Bloom. I remember seeing this back in the day on DVD. Really enjoyed this. It's one of those, this is like Disney and Fox, where they're kind of like colour matching. You've seen all the Disney stuff with Mufasa, with it all being yellow and orange, and Moana, and yeah, Disney and Fox now kind of thing. So this artwork kind of goes black, but it kind of then leaves the black bar at the top. It's not a black bar, it is a gradient behind there. But as I say, it's Disney and Fox, and you can tell that because on the back, like this box here is the same on all Disney and Fox stuff. So yes, $22.99 for this new release, which I think is a really good price, and it's how it should be, in my opinion, for older new re-releases. Of course, a 4K release for Kingdom of Heaven. I haven't seen this for a long time, and we're getting it in a Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos editions added to this. This is how 4K should be done. When new 4Ks or new movies come out on 4K, it should come out with a Dolby Atmos track and Dolby Vision, because those are the enhancements that, come with 4K. Of course, all 4Ks come with HDR10 as a standard regardless, but we want that extra stuff, don't we? And if it doesn't come with it, then it should be that lower price. But in this case, they decided to make it that lower price anyways, because it's a re-release, and that's how it should be. Like, what was the other one? Paddington 1 came out on 4K for the first time. That shouldn't be 25 quid. That film came out years ago. Do you know what I mean? So it's a weird one. Anyways, then we will, as I say, get inside this. It comes in a thick case. Disney hasn't moved their 4Ks to thin cases yet, that they have with their Blu-rays. I think the only company really that's gone all in on 4Ks is Warner Brothers, where they've completely got rid of Blu-rays and they've gone in on thin cases. They're the only company really that scaled back. So if we take off this new wrapper, of course, for this film, and this is also a really good release because it comes with the 4K Blu-ray as well as a bonus disc. So it is a triple pack. So we get the 4K disc here, this one, as you can see, Then we get then the Blu-ray, that's the director's cut as well. And then we get a bonus disc then at the end, which the bonus disc I think comes with a ton of things. So if we look back on the slipcover here, you can see all of the stuff there. 3-disc set, which includes over 8 hours of bonus materials. That is all on the 3rd disc. Get the 4K disc there, and then the Blu-ray one there. So yeah, pause that if you want to take a look and read what is coming on there. Tech specs down the bottom, as I say, with our Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. If you haven't got Dolby Atmos, you do get that DTS HD 5.1 as well, which I'm assuming would have been on the Blu-ray. But yeah, looks really good in that black case. Personally, the Steelbook came out and I was debating getting the Steelbook, but I personally really like this artwork. I really do think if the artwork wasn't this, I might have just gone for the Steelbook, but I really like this artwork. Like, I like the gradient. I like the title being white and the black. Let's just shut this thing because there's people in the street. Kids playing. Kids can't play. What's going on? Says me, who's going to be a dad in a couple of months. Bar humbug. Anyways, yeah, so I really like this cover with the white and the gradient. I just really liked it online. So I'm glad I decided to go for this with the spine there of Kingdom Hearts. Again, really nice. Just don't know, just one of the best of late. So that was the first pickup that I made from HMV there, which is, of course, this week's new release. Next one then was one of those Steelbooks. Well, bargain Steelbooks, of course, there on the screen that you may have missed. Really, really good to see those. And I actually spoke to the girl. I picked up one that she said, weirdly, I don't even know why this happened, but she said we had a delivery of these and then they just went straight on sale. Like, so the stores were sent some of these extras. Maybe the warehouse had so many that they just want to, you know, put the sale in the stores because people might buy them in the shop rather than online. So the one I picked up was Willow. As you can see here, $15.99. Fabulous price, you know, not that 25 quid that it was. There was other ones. There was, of course, 6 cents and there were Signs, and I was only going to buy one of them, to be honest. But I just thought that 6 cents and Signs has Amaray releases. Willow doesn't have an Amaray release, so I just grabbed this. You know, maybe next week, if there's 1 or 2 there, I might grab one again, because I'm trying to pace myself. Don't want to spend like so much money every week, but maybe next week I'll buy one next week if they're still there. But for now, we'll just do this. There was a few there that I did look at, though. A couple in Cardiff, like they had spine slashes. I picked up a couple of these Willow ones and they felt like they had spine slashes. So I think with this one, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good with this one. But as you can see, $15.99 for this exclusive HMV Steelbook. Really good price. I'm sorry to everyone that bought this at full price because, yeah, it's just how it goes, isn't it? Like, you know, Kingdom of Heaven sold out and obviously really popular Steelbook. And if you didn't buy that straight away, then you've missed out. But, you know, something like Willow, you know, maybe they've produced too many of them. There's the wrapper there, $15.99. There was some up there for $8.99 for DC stuff, which again, I paid full price for those, so I could have got those for £9. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't be too thing about it. But Willow, I've never seen Willow. And I'm a big Lucasfilm Star Wars fan. So surprises me that I've never seen this. Really nice artwork on the front, though, of it for £15. Got a nice spine there, of course. Comes with one of the Disney, these are Disney / Fox J cards that they kind of sit into. I'll put the Steelbook there for a sec. So yeah, there's the J card, which goes all around there. We've got all the tech specs there. This is a Dolby Visioner, not a Dolby Atmos one. As you can see there with the DTS HD, and then there's the image and some of the other stuff. Warwick Davis, I like him as well. I like, obviously, his stuff with Star Wars and Harry Potter and all of that. But just surprising. Just surprised me I've never seen it. There's also a TV show, wasn't it, about this? But they took it off Disney Plus for some reason. But I think it's one of the most expensive TV shows on Disney Plus. But then they just got rid of it, which is weird. Right, inside then, it came with 2 discs there. Willow. Both for pictures on. Really nice. It's got a little baby there. And then that one. I know it's about wizardry. He's got a wand there and he's a bit of a magic person and stuff like that. That's as far as I know anything about it. Feels a bit... Yeah, it does close. It felt like it didn't close then. So that's the front of the actual Steelbook there. Really like a bronzy kind of maroon kind of colour. Bit of a floating heads piece, but as you can see, it's like artistic, so it's like drawn on rather than actually an image. And then on the back then, as there's the spine, we get the same kind of image there. As you can see there, these are all the other characters on the back. They're all drawn on, though. There's no, you know, actual pictures. They're drawings. Really nice Steelbook for the price. I wouldn't have paid full price for it, but I thought for the price of basically like, you know, like a £10 4K, you get a full-on 4K Steelbook. So great stuff there. As I say, would have bought probably Signs, maybe was the one I was interested in. Well, all of them, to be honest, but I just didn't want to spend the money. Especially, of course, buying the new release this week, which I wanted to get, of course, Kingdom of Heaven. So I think that's a pretty good deal for both of these. I did use a £4 gift card that I had as a refund, if you guys remember, from the HMV Click and Collect. So I did technically have like £4 off this one, or which however you want to look at it. So ultimately, pretty good deals on these. So very pleased with picking these up and having them in the collection. So there is the two 4Ks, and of course then the Sweeney, which we unboxed on the video. So not bad week in terms of some stuff that we've got. Didn't get anything from the charity shop, didn't get anything from CEX. We just got some HMV stuff this week. And of course then congratulations to Gavin for the copy of In the Lost Lands on Blu-ray. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and appreciated the effort, of course, with me heading to Cardiff today for work and then uploading the video now before it's out. I've also got to go to the blinking post office now. That shuts at 5:30 and it's basically 5:10 now. So yeah, I have a lot to do in 20 minutes. But I don't think the video is going to be out at 6 today, put it that way. But hopefully I can just get on it now and get it done. But thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Of course, there's a massive QR code there on the screen to subscribe. If you are new here and you like what you see in terms of the videos, then please do scan that QR code, subscribe to the channel. It is free, and why wouldn't you, as Kermit would say. Man, I miss watching Kermit's videos on a Monday. God, miss seeing Arabica beans and all of that. But hopefully, Kermit, you'll be back soon. Keep my fingers crossed for you. We do miss you here on YouTube. But yeah, that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.